Hey everybody, BK with Masada Tactical here with another video, and today I decided to talk about go bags. The reason I decided to talk about go bags is because there were two incidents this past week that prompted me to reevaluate my own setups and honestly recognize that I was not prepared enough. To give you the quick synopsis, one incident included me going on dignitary protection detail, but in a very short notice. I was at the gym, it was 8:30 in the morning, I'm in shorts, t-shirt, and tennis shoes, and the call came, and that would have put me on a flight at 11 a.m. Obviously not having a go bag ready, my thought process was I'm getting on that flight and buying whatever I need at the destination, but obviously not ideal. The second incident was the conflict going on in Israel at the time and being very much involved with security and medical operations. There was a chance of me getting called and essentially having to deploy to Israel, which requires a completely different setup, right, in terms of a go back. So one would be a very short term, that detail would have been a 1 day, a day and a half maybe, or a deployment, which would be about 2 weeks, or possibly even longer, right? So two different bags and two different setups. And when I realized that I am not prepared enough, I started reevaluating everything and wanted to share some of the lessons with you. Honestly though, as I was reevaluating those two bags, I also thought about a third bag, which is the one I'm actually going to start with, and that's a get home bag. With everything going on right now, from prices of gas to whatever we experienced with the pandemic this past year, to crisis going on in other countries and so forth, there may be a situation where I just have to get from wherever I am, namely mostly for us work, to home, right? And maybe my car is disabled, maybe highways or other modes of transportation are not accessible, and I'm gonna have to trek my way home. So a go home bag or get home bag is exactly that. It's what is the bare minimal that I need in order to get from where I am to my destination, to home where my family is, my go bags are if I need them, where I can reevaluate, at least have a base and take it from there. The overall thought process is a trade-off, right? I obviously could potentially use more stuff, but whatever I put in the bag, I gotta carry on me and I gotta trek. So really it's gonna be very individual how far you think you need to walk, if you need to walk it. Can you even walk it? And how much stuff do I need to carry in order to do that or to accomplish that mission? So I'm going to lay out the basics, and then you guys can build on from there. I will tell you, I am pretty fortunate. My work environment allows me to be in comfortable clothes, shoes, and have self-defense tools on me 99% of the time. So my go bag is really minimalist. If I need it at all, I can probably just go in whatever I'm wearing and carrying and make my way home, which is not far. But sometimes that's not the situation, and I wanted to relay this to the majority of people. So most people work in a corporate environment, meaning you're wearing either business casual or suits even and so forth, and that is not the ideal attire to trek home, right? So if you forget about just the distance and sweating and so forth, just the possibility of having to scale walls, walking through the debris, vehicles, and so forth. I want to have something that is more rugged and allows me to do that, right? Now, I don't necessarily need to be in tactical full kit and attire, but a pair of sturdy jeans and a t-shirt, and weather dependent, you may want to consider some other garments as well, a sweatshirt or even a coat, that should be included. Very important, comfortable shoes to walk in, to hike in. I remember during 9/11, I was actually a personal trainer at the time. I was working with a client who was worried about getting home if highways are shut down and so forth. And she wears 99% of the time heels. And from that point on, she decided she's always gonna have a pair of tennis shoes in her trunk just in case. So certainly wanna have comfortable footwear to make your way to your destination. If you're gonna be out there for a little bit or even not that little bit, you want sources of energy, so protein or energy bars and hydration. So at least 2 bottles of either water or Gatorade, or if your bag has a bladder that takes water, kind of like a Camelback type thing, then you want to have that filled, and obviously replace that every so often so it doesn't get stagnant and so forth. So certainly have that. Very basic tools that help me navigate my way. So a source of illumination, a flashlight, make sure it works, right? So make sure batteries are on. Either a knife or a multi-tool that will allow you to cut your way through a rope, open a box, pry at something, whatever it is. We're talking utilitarian, not from a self-defense standpoint necessarily, although obviously all these tools can be used for self-defense as well. Talking self-defense, I typically carry a pistol, extra magazine with ammunition. If you have the legal right to carry, certainly have one in your bag so you can take that on you. Even if you don't wear it on you at all times, it can still be secured in that bag. Consider we're talking a catastrophe, whether it's from an environmental disaster to a full-out war. I want to have some basic first aid kits. We started discussing that separately on a different video. I will say at the very least have a tourniquet, and I'm a big fan of Ace bandages as a multi-use type tool. I can use that obviously if I get a sprained ankle to be used as a compression bandage. I can make slings out of it. I can use it in so many different ways. So I highly recommend having that. It takes very little space, it weighs hardly nothing, and I can use it in a variety of situations. You want to have a bag, obviously, to carry it all. The bag should be something that doesn't scream tactical. This is just a basic backpack. This one is made by Condor, but any bag would work. I would avoid anything that has a lot of Velcro and molly, and you put patches on it with skulls and flags and whatnot, just because my goal is to minimize attention and attracting that undue or unneeded criminal or opportunistic element to me as I'm making my way home. So if I scream tactical, then somebody's going to realize, well, he must have a gun, he must have ammo, he must have water, that sort of stuff, and that may make me a target. So I want to blend in. The common term is the gray man. I want to blend in and not attract attention. So a simple bag would work best. Last but not least, it has to be something that you would realistically have on you being in the car or next to your desk, and you can leave it there for all intensive purposes and forget about it until it's time to use it. But I've known people that built the most amazing kits, and from a tactical standpoint, it would address any possible scenario out there. But the thing was bigger, was cumbersome. Sometimes it was expensive, so they didn't want to just leave it by their desk and so forth. End up being that amazing kit end up staying at home, which serves me no purpose at all, right? So the goal is to build something that I feel comfortable to actually having with me. Leave it in your trunk, leave it by your desk, maybe one in each in case you can't make your way to even your car. Again, think natural disaster, right? And a garage collapses, your car is not accessible. Okay, what do you have that you can take with you? So this is the basics. Again, I'm sure different people would have additional ideas. By all means, sorry. Share them in the comments. Let me know what you would put in your get home bag. Remember, this is not a go bag, it's a get home bag. It's what I need in order to make my way from where I am to my home, to my family, loved ones, reevaluate and take it from there. Hope you never need it, but in case you do, I hope you find this beneficial. As always, follow us on social media. Please give us a like, subscribe, share this information with others, and ask questions so I can make more videos that answer your interests and needs. Until the next time, stay safe, watch your six. Catch you in the next video.